That's it. That's enough to drop it into the atmosphere. Specialist Mosley. Kira. We have LOS with the crew of Odin Control. Repeat, loss of signal with Odin Control.
Alright guys, it's Dave Reaper from Mellock Gaming, hoping you're all doing great today. I've just decided I'm going to make a review of the Call of Duty Ghosts campaign. Now this game, wow, I mean, I was breathtaken, my breath was taken away about 100 times in this game alone. I mean, I didn't know half the things they could do with this game. You've got so many interesting plot twists, and it's like practically an A-list movie. I mean, I absolutely adored the campaign. I haven't really enjoyed the other Infinity Ward campaigns before. I played Modern Warfare 3, and I mean that was alright, but I missed out on Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 campaigns, so I was kind of stuck at the end of a rather long storyline, so I had no idea what was going on. But then, of course, I also played the Treyarch campaigns, and of course, in comparison to that, this was certainly a much better campaign. Infinity Ward really know what they're doing with the campaigns. And, you know, of course there's the multiplayer as well, but that's another story entirely. Now, so onto the campaign itself. I mean, as I said, you've got so many different scenarios to enjoy playing. So as you saw at the start, with that little clip, that was right at the start of the game. You start in space, trying to take out the US's Death Star, as it were, which had been hijacked. And then, of course, it moves on to later on. You get some more underwater gameplay, including this little bit after a city's been flooded, and you and Rourke have to head through. And then, of course, the destroyed America, as it were, destroyed by Odin, which was hijacked. So of course here you've got Rourke in front of me, and he is in fact the bad guy in this game, without trying to give too much away, but this little section told in a flashback to Elias, the father of the main protagonist in this game. It shows why it is that Rourke wants to kill the ghosts, which are this group here in front of me now, who are the good guys. Now, I certainly thought that the story was told very well, and they made great use of the flashbacks once again, which also helped me out in Modern Warfare 3, having not played the other games. Those flashbacks really told me what was going on, and obviously for other people it told you all where people fit into the storyline. But so right here you've got some more destruction, almost on a similar level as a Battlefield destruction, just a multiplayer, of course, that is. But Infinity Ward spends so long working on these campaigns, and they work so long, so hard, and it always works out, in my opinion. In the end, you play it. I mean, you might not want to play it, it might not have the same replayability as some other games, but just the first time experience, I think it's all worth it in the end. So of course you've got this wonderful scene, ruined by the glitch, but you're so immersed in the gameplay. I mean, I ended up playing for like an hour just straight before I realised I'd I'd actually not recorded, and had to go replay it. But it's definitely worth it all. And yeah, I just love the way that they make this game fairly unpredictable, and the graphics are so nice that you feel like you're in the game with the characters. So this next clip, as it were, is coming from towards the end of the game. I won't tell you too much about what's going on, but we're about to assault the Federation base. The Federation being this coalition of South American governments, as it were, and they're trying to take over the US. But so we've got to go attack this base, and in our tank. But this scene was certainly an interesting one, and just this entire ending in general was amazing. And I'll tell you now that I didn't expect to end up in a tank in this game, first of all. But at the end, of course, I wanted to record the credits for you guys. I haven't put it into this because I was planning on putting it up as a separate series, as it were, but changed my mind in the end. And so at the end of the credits, there turned out to be not one, but 2 extra scenes, suggesting a second game coming out, presumably 2015, if you know, the usual Call of Duty schedule still stands, which I suspect it does. A game a year. So then of course you move on to the next little section. This is still the same ending part, and you end up heading up into space. Now, unlike Black Ops 2, I'm sure a few of you may have played that, where you end up with about, I can't remember how many endings. I'd never finished them all. I did one, and it was the worst ending possible, and I kind of gave up after that. Stuck to zombies, which I knew what to do in. But this game only has the one ending, but that means you can actually play through every little bit of it without worrying about like the consequences of your actions, which I don't think is really the idea of Call of Duty. I don't think you want to be worried about like, oh, but if I do this, oh, such and such may die, and so forth. It's a run and gun shooter, and or in this case a flying gun, I suppose. But the game itself is much better laid out, the campaign, than Black Ops 2, and so I definitely prefer the Infinity Ward campaigns over the Treyarch ones. And for now, I think I will leave you with us somersaulting through space, and then as it were, the opening credits of the game, just because the scene was so amazing. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and enjoy this final little clip.
Dad, we're okay. Come on, Logan. Get me now. We gotta get out of here. You're gonna be all right, son. Hold on, boys.